There's a moment where you close your phone after looking at your bank account and you just stand there. You're confused. You're frustrated because the numbers don't make sense. Your CPA has literally just told you that you made good money this year, like really good money, but somehow you're still broke because the bank account doesn't match what the CPA told you. So now listen, over the next few minutes, you're going to learn a one word system that will completely change the way money moves through your business. And I have to warn you, once you see it, you can't unsee it. You see, here's what's really happening. It's not just about cash flow. It's about that vacation that you can't take for yourself. It's about telling your kids not right now, not because you didn't make the money, but because you don't know where it went. It's about the promises you made to yourself about legacy and building a retirement, but that's still empty, and you feel it slipping further, further away. And all of this got you looking like and feeling like a fraud. But here's what makes it worse. You've actually tried to fix this like several times. You've hired multiple CPAs, you've hired multiple coaches, you've tried everything. And every single one of them has told you the same thing. It's your business model. You're charging too little. Raise your prices, cut your expenses. So you did what they said, so much so that you didn't even pay yourself. You stopped, and still nothing changed. The money comes in, and then out it goes. But let me tell you something right now. Lean in. You are not the problem. The problem is order. There's no system in place. But what if the issue isn't how much money you make, but the sequence and how you handle it? You see, when business owners get money, they tend to pay the bills first, everybody else second, and themselves last, if anything's left. That's backwards. Because what happens is it takes you, the person who built this whole business, out of the equation. Now, there's a better way. I call it the road method. It's in chapter 3 of my book, Built to Pay You. Road is the one word system that will completely change the way money moves through your business, right? It contains 4 simple steps, and it will take you less than 30 minutes to implement. So let me break it down. Okay, so each letter in row represents an account that you set up with your bank, right? And the first account is receive. This is where all your income hits going forward. Every deposit, every payment, it all comes here first, right? And here's the key. Once it comes in, we want to wait a few days before any money moves out. I actually recommend weekly. Like, let's pick Fridays for an example. This is where most people lose control. Money comes in, but they immediately want to spend it. But receive keeps this as a checkpoint. It allows us to pause and say, okay, the money's here. What's the plan? Right? When we wait, it lets us make decisions from strategy and not emotion. And that's where the discipline begins, right? And I know what you're thinking. Well, Mac, I got bills that are due. They're threatening to shut me down. I can't wait 5, 6, 7 days to make payments. But this is where that mentality comes in. You got to make a choice. What's more important, you or that bill? Because here's the truth. There will always be bills, but there's only one you, right? Now, on your Fridays, after income has been hitting and receiving all week, here's what you do. We're going to move that money out of receive, leave $100, but we're going to distribute over the next 3 accounts, right? And the very first account we're going to transfer to is owner pay. Now, here's where everything changes. You are going to pay yourself first, not last, but first, right? And I know what you're thinking. Well, Mac, that sounds selfish. I got bills. I have employees. I got all this stuff. But let me stop you right there. This is not selfish. This is stewardship. You can't build a kingdom business if you're broke. Your business was built to pay you. And that's just not the book title. That's the truth, right? So here's what we're going to do. Every Friday, we're going to move at least $250 to owner pay. Non-negotiable. That's $1,000 a month or $1,250 if there's months with 5 weeks in it. That money is yours. So start with $250. If you want to make this bigger, then go to page 83 and Built to Pay You, my book, and it shows you how, right? But this is the step that changes everything because you stop being a slave to your business, become a steward of it. Now, after you've paid yourself, the very next account we're going to transfer to is Allocate, right? Now, here's why this matters. 8 out of 10 business owners fail because of cash flow issues. Not because they don't make money, but because they don't have it when they need it. Things like taxes, emergencies, late payments. When you do this, it's covered. So every Friday, after you move that $250 over to owner pay, we're going to move at least another 20% of what came in and received straight to allocate. This now becomes your safety net. You're not hoping that the money lasts anymore. You're planning for it to work now. This stops that feast or famine cycle. This is the discipline that creates freedom. And guess what else eventually does, right? You keep doing this, we no longer got to run out and start putting in bank application for credits and loans and feel desperate while we pay 40% interest on payments because that's our only option, right? Now, once we've done all this, right, it's time to pay bills. And that's where the final account distribute comes into play. Only after you've received, paid, and allocated, that is when you pay bills. Every Friday, whatever's left over minus that $100 goes to distribute, right? Now you pay your bills. And we're not doing it from panic. We're not doing it from urgency. And we definitely not doing it from emotions, but we're doing it from the plan. This is how your business becomes predictable. You no longer got to wonder if you can afford things, because when you do this, you know you can. Now, what if there's not enough, right? You would know exactly why, because it's usually silent links. And chapter 4 of my book explains how to fix those. So that's road. And now let me show you what transformation looks like. I had a client, it was a 65-year-old man. He ran a family business and he had 3 sons. In June, he started with me. He had $20,000 in his business and he was doing 6 figures every month. But he implemented Roll from the jump. He read the book and implemented Roll. 2 months later, he had over $200,000 in his account. But check this out. It wasn't even about the numbers for him. This man was in tears. In our meeting, he said, Mac, for the first time, I can see a future for this business. I can see my sons taking over. I can see myself leaving them something for a change. I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm actually building a legacy. Yo, this is what Roll does. The thing it gives is your future back. Now, how does all this apply to you? Like, why are you really here? I'll tell you. Listen, you're at a crossroads. Like, you have one path that's been keeping you where you are. You've been hustling. You're tired. You're broke despite the sales that you make. But the other path, that's road. You've been told to work harder, charge more, cut costs. And I know you're tired because I can see it on your face. But I need you to hear me when I say this. You ain't worked this hard to stay broke. You didn't sacrifice everything just to barely survive. You are called to be more. But to be more, money can't be your master because it's a tool. You have to be able to control it and tell it where to go. And my friend, road is the start of that journey to take back the business you were meant to build. So I want you to listen to me very carefully here. If you don't remember anything else, remember what I'm about to say right now. Change does not start with desire. It starts with a decision and is built by consistent action. Now, my mission is to transform every cash-strapped business owner into one that produces money on demand. And it starts with you in these 3 simple steps. Step 1, visit your bank today and get those accounts set up. You can even name it Road if you want. Step 2, get the book, Built to Pay You. This book walks you through the entire Road method with worksheets and real examples. Go to mac-read.com, BTPY book to purchase. Step 3, I want you to commit to 4 Fridays. 4 Fridays of following Road. If you can do that, I promise you your business will not be the same. Now, last thing as I close, your business was built to pay you. The road is here. You know the way now. Just go walk it.